Okay, I thought this was doing fine. No, he did verify that they needed stuff to do what they did, and they didn't have it. I know they didn't have it.
Okay. So usually whenever we release people's property, we scan it in and we attach it to this doc system we have in our system.
Mm.
Nowhere does it show to where a Jessica Butler, Henry Davis Jr., right?
Mm-hmm.
Nowhere does it show a Jessica Butler releasing property to you. The last thing that was entered was for somebody else, has nothing to do with anything of you 2 months ago. So in our system, it's not showing us releasing anything to anybody of your property to nobody, and there's no property of yours back there.
All right.
So where your property's at, I don't know. So who's the arresting officer? Who arrested you?
Sergeant Perry.
Perry.
And I know they kept it. They kept my stuff.
What was it?
It was a billfold with a bank card and a prepaid credit card that wasn't authorized at the moment. There was also my key with a Clemson key tag on it and my telephone. And there was a young cop. I don't know if you know him a lot. He looks sort of like an Oriental guy, or I don't know.
Is he skinny?
His body is shaped like a rectangle. I mean, he stands. He's about your size, clean shaven.
Like my size in build or height?
Yeah, in height, and almost as big as you.
Does he have a clean shave? I don't know.
I don't know what his name was, but they had put me in his car first, and then after they talked about 10 minutes or so while they was arresting me, and I guess they was looking for stuff. But after they talked, they took me out of his car and put me in Sergeant Perry's car, and Sergeant Perry took me to the detention center. But I don't know that first. I would really like to know that first cop's name, but I don't.
It wouldn't have been in Sergeant Perry's car because Perry.
They said he was the arresting officer. I don't know if he was the one that took me down there. I mean, that's the name on my warrant. I believe too, Sergeant Perry. But I asked him at the detention center.
Is that when you were arrested at the you were at that place out there in the
Yeah, I was homeless.
That's gonna be Galloway.
Huh?
You were in my car at first.
You was the one standing on the steps?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you grown a beard.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your name again?
Barnes.
Barnes. Okay. All right. Well, remember you took my telephone from me and you put it in the front seat, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And y'all never did give me y'all got, one of them went in there and got my backpack and brought my backpack out and put it in the car and took it to the detention center, but y'all kept my telephone, my billfold, and my car key.
Let me go check again.
You remember now?
I know your phone. I don't remember no backpack though.
Oh, no, they took the backpack to the detention center. God works in mysterious ways. I wonder if he's scratching his head or scratching his ass. I know he's thinking about covering it though.
Okay, so let's make sure we get everything.
But you remember you took the phone from me because I still had it in the back seat.
Yeah, I put it in there.
All right.
Why it's not there, I don't know.
And the billfold. They had my billfold. When they came out of the room, you stood on the bottom step, and they went inside and got that girl. And when they came out, they was looking through my billfold.
I'm standing with you.
And when you took me outside the fence, one of them throwed my car key up on the hood of his car, and I never did see my billfold no more after that. And you had my phone, and they had my billfold, and my billfold had my bank card in it. So when I went down there to jail, I wasn't even able to get canteen. I had $245. I could have had canteen. I could have bonded myself out. Hell, I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't even get the personal phone numbers because
of. So let's get this straight. Okay, when did you get out of jail?
I got out of jail Saturday night, about 9 o'clock. And they told me that they came up here and got my property, and they said that whoever gave them the property, they didn't make them sign nothing. And they said that they went and well, my bank statement tells the rest of it. They went and spent $20, and then they spent $20 more. The girl did it. Jessica Butler, she did that. She spent 20, then she spent another 20, then she went to McDonald's and bought some food, and then she went to Mike Curley and she swiped my card and took $500 off, got her brother out of jail on the 22nd, and then left me in jail. And then
Mike Curley, is that in Lawrence?
Mike Curley is all-out bonding. He's on the same road as the detention center.
Okay, and where else did they use your card at?
I don't know. I'd have to look at my thing. I know McDonald's was one place here in Clinton. Okay. But I got a bank statement that it shows everything.
Next time you get a bank statement, bring it back here so we can scan it into the report.
You want to scan it and put it with the report?
Yeah.
Okay. What if I just make a copy of it and bring you a copy of it?
Fine.
Okay.
I'm not going to keep it. I'm just going to
Well,
scan it.
sort of right now, I just don't really want to release my bank statement. I'm sort of gun shy, you know what
Well,
I'm saying?
this is the police department, and if you want us to help you, that's something that we need.
Yeah, well, I'll make you a copy. Y'all don't have no copy of anything where she signed. I mean, she told. See, this guy was running back and forth. He had a buddy that was sitting in the back, and he was running back and forth telling him everything that was going on with his sister. And I got a letter that he had wrote. I was asleep on the day that they came and got him out, and he thought I was going to be asleep, so he had wrote a little note, and it said, "My sister is on the way to Clinton now to pick up your stuff." And he said, so everything is going as planned. Well,
So you told
when
Jessica.
when they came here and they was able to get the stuff without signing for it, that's when they changed the plan. They
So
just
you
took
told
it to the
Jessica to come
bondsman.
up here
I
to get
I
the
told them to get it, but I told them to meet a bondsman at the detention center. And when y'all didn't make her sign nothing, or didn't have to show an ID or nothing, somebody here gave them my stuff. I don't know who it was, but somebody gave it to them and didn't make them sign for it. They left with it, and they knew that they didn't have to sign for it, so they changed the plan. They decided just to get him out, and they knew I was going to be in jail until November 24th, November the 4th on my court date. So they was planning on using my card the whole time I was in jail. And just luckily, I had somebody bond me out. And now I'm trying to put everything together because I need to file charges to get my money back. I cannot get my money back. They've spent about $556. That's also petty larceny, right?
It's gonna be a breach of trust and financial fraud transaction.
But yeah, I looked it up on the internet, and I know for a fact that the only way they should have been able to get my stuff, they had to show two IDs, and they had to have a notarized signature by me, and they didn't have that. And when they swiped the card, it turned the card off automatically. And they actually had the gall to drive up to TD Bank in Clinton because they had a card in there that had my account number and my routing number on it. And they had the gall to go up there.
How does your card have your account and routing number on it?
It was a card that I had gotten from the bank.
The card wouldn't have it wouldn't have the account.
They had wrote my routing number
on a piece of paper
on it earlier, and I still had it in my billfold. Yeah, and so that was in my billfold, and they had my billfold. And see, I can prove to you that they had my billfold because there's my ID that was in my billfold.
Okay, all this happened on the 22nd, correct?
Yep.
Just about all of you heard.
But they wouldn't go into the bank. They wouldn't go into the bank. They were scared of going into the bank. They drove through the drive-through, and he told one of the cashiers at the bank that he was my son, and he needed to get the card turned back on. And all they was trying to do was get it turned back on so they could spend my money while I was in jail.
All right. Seems like I got everything. You know about what time this happened?
They got him out of jail. He'll tell on that bank statement, but I'm gonna go. I got my bank statement just right down the road. I'm gonna go get it, and I got a good friend, Joe Brulette, over here at L&L Office Supply. I went to school with him.
Okay.
I'm gonna get him to make me a copy, and I'll bring you a copy of that bank statement today.
All right.
Just matter of fact, I probably got somebody waiting on me outside, but we can go do it right now.
Okay. How that works. Go ahead and get that, and then come back and bring it to me, okay?
All right. Thank you, Mr. Bard.
Yep.
Wow.